Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're going to be talking about episode 12 of Ninja Kamui. This episode was very, very interesting. Not a lot of action and stuff. Well, there is some action, but we'll get to that. And I'm mistaken, guys. I thought episode 12 was the last episode, but no, there will be a 13th episode marking the end of the series slash season. We don't know yet, so don't take that to by heart. So, yeah. So from here, we start things off with Higon. He's at like the sauna and or bathhouse, whatever you want to call it, and we're redirected to a character from episode two. It's the guy that helped him out after he found him, and he was basically having a chit chat with him, and they're having some deep conversation. From this deep conversation, the man finally transforms, and it was no other than, spoiler alert, the Chief. So this is the Chief from earlier that we've had flashbacks of, and that's pretty cool. So all along, he was kind of close to him, and during this, I believe his power lets him do flashbacks. So he uses this like chain type technique, and it lets Higon and I guess people around him to look into the past. And he was looking at the lives they were living around. And I think more or less from here, he was checking where Higon was in his headspace and what he's gonna do. So the laws of the ninja changed is one of the main things he was going on about, and how Hamaji changed the laws to make it more severe. And basically, after all this, Higon gets the idea that he's gonna fight for everyone instead of just for the ninjas. And I think that's really sweet. And yeah, he's a really great guy so far. Good character, one that doesn't really get you mad much. Mike's pretty good too. I won't lie, Mike is pretty fire. Uh, from here, from the last episode, Joseph, the stupid guy that got away, his assistant, and Hamaji are there together, and you already know what happens. She puts her suit on and she has to fight, and then finally she has to face the final boss. Hamaji, we get to see his suit. It is a yellow, but like a gold. And yeah, that's his suit. He beat the crap out of her, by the way, and she is unfortunately dead. So yeah, I guess they were having a heart to heart. Him and his assistant that I don't know the name of before she died. She probably did have a name, and well, unfortunately, we don't remember it because I don't know if it's that important if she's dead. Yeah. So yeah, from there, Mike is at the police headquarters, whatever you want to call it. They're wherever they post out at. And he's in an interrogation room with that same chief from the last episode. I believe that was, yeah. So from the last episode, he and the chief had an encounter, and they're basically talking about how he was wanted, and yeah. But anyway, he's in this interrogation room, and they're talking, and he's basically trying to kind of convince this chief to come and be on the good side. And they're having this conversation, talking, and whenever his methods are working, Mike's methods are working on the chief, he finally does something behind the scenes. He didn't do it, it was our hacker friend. A list of a bunch of names come through, and it's listing a bunch of like the founders and people that work there. And the chief has to like, it's kind of like getting him to worry. And, you know, the guy's like really he's really bite, but he's not bark, he's really bite. So he finally like he won't give in to him, but what he does is he turns off all the cameras, all the hearing equipment, like all the like little spy gadgets that are in there, so no one can hear him. And he's like, Mike's like, we're gonna settle this like old times, huh? And he takes his tie off, he takes his watch off, and I didn't know what they were gonna do at first. Then Mike does the same thing, takes off his tie, and then they throw punches. It was pretty cool. We don't get to see a lot of that. But yeah, after all that, they're like all bruised up and beat. and they're talking about how Joseph is on the loose and wanted. They're all trying to locate him, but there's like things disappearing. The like town, he's gotta like put him on hostage. Hamaji, he's got a big thing coming. Higan is like making his way on his motorcycle, and he has this clearly has this suit on him. And while that's going on, we have like a dialogue from the chief going on, kind of in the background. Basically, I guess a talk that he had with Chief, and he's talking about what Hamaji's after is you, and there's about to be a basically big war breaking out of these like ninjas and like robot ninjas, and you're gonna basically have to stop it. It's all up to him to stop it. So can he stop that in one episode? I don't know, but he could technically because he's a very OP dude. So we gotta see, guys. I thought it was a pretty solid episode. 7.4 because it was a little light on the action, and I think it's like I get it. Hopefully this is not the last season. Hopefully we can get a little more depth to it. Don't drag it out, but don't just add too much information then just end it all at once, because that's not fun either. We need the right amount. Just a little give, just a little give. That's all we need. Anyway, guys, I suggest to still watch this. It's like one of my favorite action series. I know there's like other action series, but this is like a fighting, ninja suits, tech suits. I don't know. It's my favorite fighting anime. I'll say Kaiji It's like my favorite uh, funny monster anime, if that even counts. Even though it's really kind of like a battle anime in its own right. Uh, yeah. Tell me what you guys think about episode 12, and what do you think next episode will be? Do you think this will be the ending, or do you think this is going to be the start of the series? By that I mean it's going to be the first season, and then we're going to go a little deeper and get more into it. Because I do see the team that they have so far either growing or just doing something cool. I know it's not the coolest team in the world, but Emma dying, unfortunate but very important. Yeah. Besides that, I guess more or less, guys. Tell me what your thoughts are about this episode. And as well, guys, hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope you guys stay safe. And of course, as always, peace.